Hello students. So in today's class we will talk about again basics of Python, but this time we will cover concepts related to variables and then simple input and output, and we will have some examples as well to clarify the various concepts. You will find the details of the previous videos in the description link, and also you will find the playlist link as well, where you will find various other videos related to Python coding. Okay, so let's start. Now the first thing that we will talk about is the concept of variable. Okay, so as the name suggests, variable, something which can vary, right? Basically, a variable is a memory location inside the computer where we store information. Basically, we store data, which can be number, which can be again string, some characters. Say for example, someone's name, and also I can store someone's age. Okay, so age is a number and name is a string, right? So basically these are two data. So basic idea is this: variable is a place in the computer memory which has a name and it stores data. So say for example, let me give you an example. So if I write x is equal to 5, what does this mean? This basically means that x is a memory location inside the computer where this value, this 5 number is stored. Next, if I write z is equal to Babu, then this means that again this string Babu is stored in another memory location which has a name z, and the previous memory location's name was x. Okay, so see, a variable stores data. And why is that necessary? Because in order to run a program, we have to store data. We have to process, later on do the data processing. Program basically does data processing. So first we have to store the data, and for that variables are necessary. Okay, so as I was saying, each program defines different number of variables, and the value of a variable, you see, can be changed during the course of the program. Now, before I proceed, let me give you some more examples of variables. Say for example, say for example, let us consider the example of a tiffin box. So suppose this is a tiffin box. Okay, you might be thinking about many stuff right at this moment. You might be thinking about sandwich, or you can be thinking about bread butter. Okay, even you can think about pizza and all that, right? Now you see, this tiffin box is basically used to store all these quantities. Say on Monday you get this sandwich, on Tuesday you get bread butter. Okay, Tuesday, and on Wednesday you are getting pizza. So you see, on 3 different days you are getting 3 different stuff, but all of them are being carried in this same old tiffin box. Okay, so this is the container. The basic idea is that here the container remains the same to store the different type of food items. Okay, so here basically this is very much similar to our previous example, which was x is equal to 5. So this is the memory location named x, and it is storing the variable, the data, which is the number 5. And suppose if I write x is equal to Babu, then in this case x stores this Babu. Okay, see, which is a string, which is not a number. And the situation is very much similar to our real life example of tiffin box. Okay, so now with this, let's move forward to talk about this example. This will help you realize more about variables. Now, this is an example, mainly a case-based example, you can say, mainly related to cricket. Okay, so T20 cricket. So the question is whether something is variable or not. The first is number of wickets taken by each bowler. What do you think? It can vary. It is never fixed, so it is a variable. Next, the number of overs to be bowled by each team. Again, the number of overs is 50 in a one day, and in T20 it is 20. So is this a variable or not? You decide. But suppose some team starts the match and in 20 overs it scores say 180, and the second team again it scores say 181 in 15 overs. So it's possible. So you cannot say that the second team will also be bowling 20 overs. There is no certainty. So in a way, the number of overs bowled by each team is a variable. And then we have this number of boundaries scored by different batsmen. Again, it is not fixed. You don't know. Maybe someone will get out at 0 and someone might score 200. So this is again a variable, right? Next, weight of the ball used in a match. Come on, ball's weight, it doesn't vary. So this is not a variable. This is a constant. Okay. Now, what are the other things which can vary during a match? What do you think, students? So let me give you some more examples. Suppose the ball catched by different players. How many times a ball is being catched by a player in a game? Maybe 0, maybe 2. Someone catches the ball 2 times and the batsman gets out, something like that. Next, what is the run scored by different players? Again, what is the weight of the drink consumed by different players during the entire course of the match? Again, it's a variable. Someone drinks water, mineral water, Coca-Cola. Someone drinks some other mango juice and all that. An entire weight can be different. Again, the position of a player on the field, it changes with time on the field for each team. Okay. It depends on the captain and other various coach, captain. It depends on whether the field, how it is being played. Again, day, night, many conditions are there. Next, number of spectators watching the match while seated in the stadium. Again, this is not fixed. Suppose 1 lakh spectators are there in the stadium, but at one particular time, most of them are seated, but some of them are going to say washroom, some of them are standing, they are cheering for their team, some of them are again loitering around, enjoying and all that stuff. Next, number of balls bowled during the first 10 overs. What do you think? There is no certainty. I am asking you number of balls bowled. Say for example, 1 over has 6 balls. So 10 overs is 60 balls, but there is no certainty. There will be so many wide, so many no balls. So there will be an addition. Maybe 6, maybe 20. You don't know, right? So these are all sort of variables, real life example of variables. Next, what quantities are constants? Say area and perimeter of the cricket field. Of course, it is not going to change during the game. Number of players in the team, it is also fixed. Number of umpires, it is also fixed. Okay. So, next, variables, how do we name them? You see, the names given to the variables are called identifiers. And identifiers should begin with letters, capital letters A to Z, or small letters small a to small z, or an underscore. Then names can contain numbers, more letters, underscores, special characters like them, even punctuation characters. Remember, these are however not allowed. So you see, these are the ones which are allowed. And the not allowed list is these now. These are punctuation characters, a, hash, at the rate, percentage, arithmetic operators. Okay. Now some valid identifiers are DOB, again date of birth written with the use of underscore, counter 1, CTR underscore 1. Okay. Now Python variables do not have defined data types. So their type is defined by the value they store. For example, a is equal to 10 means variable a is a number type, while a is equal to hello means the same variable is now string type. Okay. Good. So now let us look into a real example of the variables at play. So first look at this. We are now here introducing or initializing two variables x and y. So see, I am creating a variable x which is storing the number 6. So basically this line here, basically I am defining a location in the memory and I am storing number 6 in it, and this variable's name is x. Next I am defining another variable which is y named, and I am storing x into 7. Okay, and then I am asking to print the value of y. So this is basically updating the value of y, and the result is what? 6 into 7, 42. Now as I was saying previously, we can change the value of the x. So after this, if I write x is equal to 10, so basically I am changing the value of x. And again if I write print y, then what do you think will be the answer? Remember, the value of y does not get automatically changed, and the answer will be 42. Why? Because you have to again recalculate the value of y with this new value of x. So this means the value of y needs to be updated. So again after writing x is equal to 10, you again recalculate y. Otherwise you will get this same old value of 42. So upon recalculation or re-updating, you get y is equal to again x into 7, and this time the data is updated and the y stores 10 into 7, which is 70. See? So many things are coming into play. So what have you learned? How to define one variable, next another variable using that old variable you have learned. Next, how to print a variable you have learned. Again, you can change the value of the variable you have learned, and again the value needs to be updated for proper output, right? So you have also learned this. Good. Now, in this following example, see how variable age is declared. So see, age is equal to 18 and it is assigned value 18 using the assignment operator. So I am again sort of revising. Now, here this variable str is storing a string and it is I am a string. So the first part is over here. So after writing age is equal to 18, if I write print age, I will get the answer as 18. Now next, if I store the str, which is a string, I am a string in this, and if I write print str, then I will get the output string. Okay, and as I was saying previously, this is how you do arithmetics using the variables. So this is basically variable arithmetics using variables. Some of the examples you can find over here. Again, data updation stuff. See, for example, x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20. Okay, so if I print x plus y, the output is 30. Next I am changing the value of x, which is 5, and again if I print x plus y, what will be the result? Y is again 20 from this line and x is now 5, so the print will be 20 plus 5, 25. Okay, good. Now simple input and output. Now every programming language has ways of receiving input from the user and to display the output. You see, user input with input function. So this is the first thing we will see. So basically this returns the input from the user in string format. So for example, if I write age is equal to input, enter your age, and then if I write age, then assuming that the user inputs 25, the output will be 25. Okay, now showing the output using the print function. So you see, this print function displays the output. After displaying, the print appends a new line automatically. However, to suppress this, we have to use comma. Say for example, print 5, comma, see this is a string and again this is a number, and then write again, command is print, this is on the same line. Now here there are two print statements, but since the first print statement ends with a comma over here, the new line will be suppressed and the output of the second print will be displayed in the same line over here. Okay. Now a blank print statement displays the blank line. So if you just do this, then it will be a second print will be basically a blank line. Okay, now let us look into a very simple example of program which is used to get your name, age, and then print it. So first you initialize the variable name where you are inputting, enter your name. Next, age, another variable where you input, enter your age. Then you print name and print age. See over here. So in the terminal, upon running this script, you will be asked, enter your name. Suppose you put your name Akash and then your age 13, and then the computer will again give through this to you as the output. Now it is important to remember that Python is case sensitive. So out of these three print statements, what do you think is the correct one? This is a question to you. The answer is this one. You can check this yourself. This one and this one, they are not defined in the Python code, so you will get an error. Okay.